Assetto Corsa Competizione is the official game of the GT World Challenge and therefore profited handsomely in the past with licenses in the form of cars, teams and of course tracks. But what's next for ACC? Quite a lot. Here's our list of tracks, cars and whole racing series that potentially will make their way into the game soon. Welcome back to Overtake.gg, my name is ChampionJoe and today we have a look at the most likely to be added cars and tracks for ACC in the next upcoming DLCs. Because there's quite a lot that we know and easy dots we can connect to predict what Kunos is working on right now. If you find our predictions amusing, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one and ring the bell to get notified whenever we upload something new. But let's dive in and start with the GT World Challenge Europe. ACC currently depicts this racing series and is, as mentioned, the officially licensed game for it. So cars and tracks that are raced on from the series could be added by Kunos. With the start of the pandemic and travel restrictions being a thing, 2020 was the start of an era where new tracks that were added to the racing format didn't make their way into the game. There's actually a small list of tracks that fans are still waiting on. Magny-Cours was the first to not get implemented in 2020 when Kunos only got their hands on laser scan data of Imola, because in that case they were helped out by the work they had done on the circuit for the original Assetto Corsa. But will Magny-Cours be added in a future update as well? That remains to be seen, but it's still on the roster, so there is a chance. Newer tracks that got added to the racing calendar of the GT World Challenge Europe are the new 2020 Zandvoort layout with the bank curves, Valencia's circuit Ricciardo Tormo, which premiered in 2021, and my hometown track, the Hockenheimring, which will replace the Nürburgring in this year's racing calendar. Quite a lot of big names. So if there will be a GT World Challenge 2022 update, those tracks could potentially be added. But there is a whole other GT World Challenge series out there that is more likely to see the light of day in the sim soon, as the first pieces of evidence have already surfaced. I'm talking of course about America and the GT World Challenge America. This short frame in the latest ACC teaser trailer revealed that the Circuit of the Americas, or COTA for short, will soon be added to the game. The cars in the trailer already found their way on our hard drives with no trace of the track whatsoever, but still, many are speculating that the GT World Challenge America DLC will most likely be the next content drop for the sim. And if that's the case, we should be more than thrilled to get a huge load of tracks and even one new car with this update. Because the series runs the following tracks: Sonoma, a challenging narrow track with some elevation changes; NOLA Motorsports Park, that is especially known for its incredible karting circuit; the Virginia International Raceway, which features some of the craziest passages in modern racing; Watkins Glen, a sim racing all-time favorite; Road America, that many believe to be the best track on earth; Sebring, the old and bumpy airfield track that is known for its 12-hour competitions; and of course Indianapolis, which was back in the day the home of Formula 1. But there's also one car that only races in the USA, which would be a wonderful addition to the already plentiful roster in ACC. The Acura NSX Evo 2 is part of this competition and has not found its way into the game or the GT World Challenge Europe yet. Okay, but now it's time for the full crazy speculation mode in a racing series that could potentially come with this America DLC. In the latest DLC, the ACC Challengers Pack, one car made the fans especially happy, and that was the BMW M2 CS, which builds a completely new class in the game which is called TCX. TCX, If only there was a racing series with a name that sounds just like that. Yeah, in America, the TC America is also part of the GT World Challenge supporting program and is also run by the SRO, the mother company. This means that there are two directions in which this could possibly develop. First, we get more TCX cars, which is unlikely because there are actually none. The BMW races on its own in this class for now, with more soon-to-be homologated race cars coming in the future. Or two, we get the TC America roster of 2022, which means the addition of the TC and TCA class. And that's a lot of new cars. We are talking about the BMW M240iR Cup, the Honda Civic Si and Type RTC, the Hyundai Elantra N-Line, Veloster NTC and Veloster Turbo TCA, the Mazda 3, Mazda MX-5 Cup, Mini Cooper JCW and JCW Pro TC, the Nissan 370Z, Subaru BRZ TCA and the Toyota 86. Whew, that's a lot of cars. Maybe it's not that realistic that we get all of them at once. But hey, you never know, and it would be a lot of fun. What we know for certain is that a few new GT3 cars are on their way onto the 2023 roster, which we will have a closer look at now. In terms of new GT3 cars, Porsche and Ferrari are already working on the future. There is some footage from testing. Here you can see the Ferrari 296 GT3, as well as footage from Spa from the Porsche 992 GT3R, which seems to draw a lot of inspiration from the Porsche 911 RSR, which will go into retirement soon with the end of the GTE class. So, interesting stuff there. Both cars are scheduled for 2023 and will most likely find their way into ACC with an update. At least I think so. And there are also two more announced cars for the 2024 season already. The Ford Mustang GT3, as well as the new Corvette GT3, as Chevrolet won't be able to compete in the GTE class any longer by then. But I think they won't come as DLC, as Assetto Corsa 2 was already leaked to be released in 2024 and therefore marking the end of Competizione's update cycle. I could be wrong there too, but we'll see. Speaking of speculation, there's also the possibility and the license that there will be a completely new class added to ACC, the GT2. GT2 cars are more powerful vehicles than the GT3 class and are also part of the SRO Cosmos. These hard-to-drive cars that often run in gentleman leagues would for sure be super popular among sim racers, as they would add brand variety paired with hard car handling. Cars running in this series are the Brabham BT62, the Audi R8 LMS, the Porsche GT2 RS CS, the KTM Crossbow GT2 and the Lamborghini Huracan Super Trofeo Evo 2, which is on this picture of Kota and already in the game. They also have a run on the Red Bull Ring in their calendar, which is a commonly wished for track among fans of ACC. But to be honest, it's really unlikely that they will be added. What else? What about the other GT World Challenge series like Asia and Australia? They could potentially give us access to Sepang, Fuji, Sportsland, Okayama and Mandalika from the GT World Challenge in Asia, and Phillip Island, Queensland Raceway, Sandown Raceway and the Band from the GT World Challenge Australia. But so far, there is no concrete evidence or any hints in that direction, so that also remains to be seen. What tracks do you wish to be included in ACC? And I know, Le Mans and Nordschleife. I want them too. But let me know what you wish for in the comments down below. But that's it from me today. Thank you guys for tuning in and see you next time around. Cheers!